Hello student, a very warm good morning to all of you. This will be the fourth video of chapter 3. The early empire. We are talking about the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire can broadly be divided into two phases, early and later. Divided by the 3rd century as a sort of historical watershed between them. In other words, the whole period down to the main part of the 3rd century can be called the early empire, and the period after that the late empire. A major difference between the two superpowers and their representative empress was the Roman Empire. Was culturally much more diverse than that of Iran. Here we are comparing between Rome and Roman Empire and Iran. The Parthians and later the Saracen. These were the dynasties that ruled Iran in this period, ruled over a population that was largely Irani. The Roman Empire, by contrast, was a mosaic of territories and culture that were chiefly bound together by a common system of government. Many languages were spoken in the empire, means in Roman Empire, but for the purpose of administration, Latin and Greek. These are the name of languages. Latin and Greek were the most widely used, indeed the only language. The upper classes of the East spoke and wrote in Greek. Those of the West spoke and wrote in Latin. And the boundaries between these broad languages areas run somewhere across the middle of the Mediterranean. Between the African provinces of Tripolitania was Latin speaking. All those who lived in the empire were subject of a single ruler, the emperor, regardless of where they lived and what language they spoke. The regime established by Augustus. Augustus was a ruler of Rome, the first emperor. He was the first emperor of Roman Empire. In 27 BC was called the Principate. The Roman emperor was called the Principate. Although Augustus was the sole ruler and the only real source of authority, the fiction was kept alive that he was actually only the leading citizen. That means he was only the leading citizen, not the absolute ruler. This was done out of respect for Senate. Now there is a word coming, Senate. What was Senate? It was the body which had controlled Rome earlier in the days when it was the Republic. The Senate had existed in Rome for centuries and had been and remained a body representing the एरिस्टोक्रेसी. एरिस्टोक्रेसी वो लोग होते हैं जो रिच, वेल्दी and rich people are called aristocracy. They were the member of the Senate. That is the wealthiest family of Rome. Means जो रोम के wealthy family होते थे, rich family होते थे, they were the member of the Senate. And later on Italian, mainly the landowners. Most of the Roman histories that survive in Greek and Latin were written by people from a senatorial background. जो आज रोमन हिस्ट्री के बारे में हम पढ़ते हैं जो ग्रीक और लैटिन लैंग्वेज में लिखी गई हैं, it was written by the people of senatorial background. From these it is clear that emperor were judged by how they behave toward the Senate. How the emperor behaved towards the Senate. The worst emperor were those who were hostile to the senatorial class, behaving with suspicious or brutally and violence. Many senators wanted to go back to the days of the republic, but most must have realized that this was impossible. Next to the emperor and the senate, the other key institution of imperial rule was the army. Emperor, senate and army. Unlike the army of its rival in Persian, here we are talking about Iran. ईरान में आर्मी कैसी हुआ करती थी? Which was a conscripted army. A conscripted army is one which is forcibly recruited. Military service is compulsory for certain group of categories of the population. Here we are talking about the army of Iran. But the Rome had a paid professional army where soldiers had to put in a minimum of 25 years of service. Indeed, the existence of a paid army was a distinctive feature of the Roman Empire. The army was the largest single organized body in the empire, and it certainly had the power to determine the fate of emperor. The soldiers would constantly agitating for better wages and service condition. These agitation often took the form of mutiny.